in your elbow. Yeah. So it looks like a snake or something like that.
Yo. We're glad to have you in this great space. We are your hosts,
Kevon Holt
and Brandon. Thank you guys all for liking, subscribing, sharing. Remember to turn on all your post notifications. And remember to follow our socials in the description box below. Thank you guys all for watching again. Remember to tell a friend, tell a cousin, and tell everybody that you may know about this podcast and share it with everybody. Alright?
this great space.
Very much so. So, we have a great episode for you guys. So, Kevin, how was your week?
My week was very tiring, actually.
Okay.
I had to be up and down on the road every single day. So I would go to work and then leave work on the road and then come back, go back to work.
Yeah.
And then by the time I reached home, I was very tired. I even wanted to go to Bible study this week. And
Oh, really?
yeah, I wanted to go to Bible
Wait,
study.
it's physical?
No, it's
Church?
virtual, but
Oh, it's virtual.
I was so tired that
You couldn't press login.
couldn't press login.
Couldn't press login.
But Pastor Smith, please forgive me, but I'll be there next week.
So that's all that happened in the week? Just busy?
Yeah, it's just been busy, man. Just
Busy?
been busy.
My week was pretty busy too. I was on the road, 2 days? It was long 2 days. I think it was Tuesday. I was in Manchester.
Really?
Yeah, my co-worker. We drive through Trelawney. We drive through Trelawney and then we end up in St. Anne. Going to like 2 different sites to check off something, make sure everything was good over those sides. It was a long day. I think the day after I was in Spanish Town. I think in the group chat, I did send the picture. Yo, this is the view that I'm working in.
Oh, I remember that post. I do remember that.
Yeah, Spanish Town look good, you know. But
Oh, that picture was in Spanish Town?
Brunswick. You know the open Bible churches near Jungle Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a thing up there. Can't say too much, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it over the new?
Oh, you mean the Sajik or something?
Yeah.
It's near it.
Oh.
It's near in that area. So I was up there, and then we went, and I was in Portmore. So I think Tuesday was in Portmore, and I like a smoothie. The other few days, the Monday, Thursday and Friday, were just regular days in office. Not much really happened. Not much really happening this week still, but that was the most. Yeah, you can imagine the day we're supposed to upload. The day I'm on the road.
The day when Tuesday actually was the most chaotic day for me.
Yeah, because we premiered it, right? And then YouTube is saying like it never finished process.
Yeah.
I don't know why YouTube wants to do that to us. I don't know why they're trying to stop it, you know.
I don't know, man, but
Yeah, I don't know.
to push
Yeah.
through, huh?
Yeah, and then we had to re-upload again, and persons were saying they couldn't see. They don't see anything. But then most persons, they didn't really react to it. I guess they were just waiting and hoping that it would eventually come out. And then when it did come out, it was really good. Thank you guys for the support and the likes and whatnot. Thank you for following
Really
the Instagram as
appreciate
well.
it,
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, so what's our topic this week, Brandon?
So our topic this week.
Hold on, I have a question for you guys.
You have a question?
Really?
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
You guys are such good friends.
Supposed to be. How long have you kept on?
You've known me about
A good few years now.
yeah.
Good few years.
It's a lot of years.
Yeah. See, Green Acres. You used to always in a desert. Always in a desert. I don't know.
I cannot accept or deny the claim, but
It used to be always in a desert, bro. I don't know. I don't know where you get them from, but if you could give me the link.
it's when they pay us for the plug, I'll definitely
sure.
plug it. But
Yeah,
I'll tell you
class.
off air.
You know, I return off.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, it's a pretty easy question.
Mhm.
When is each other's birthday?
I know. Alright, so I know Kevin born in April. I think it's either the 4th or the 24th.
Kevin, when is Brandon's birthday?
Brennan's birthday is. Him look like him born in November still, you know. Not say him look like him born in November. I think it's the. If it's not the 7th, is the 20 something.
No, you have to pick a number. You can't say 20 something. You can't make me look so bad.
27?
Yeah, 27. I went Kevin born.
April 2.
April 2 born?
Which day, man?
November 27.
I lie.
Wait, April 2 born? I never let you tell me I come.
I did tell you that.
April 14 you tell me bro.
Stop telling that upon me.
Kevin, we're in the grass.
But I literally just alright, okay. But I literally just guessed your birthday because I didn't
I told you on
remember.
the day too. I told you in the grass.
Yeah, but I never know.
We're
And
in
the
the
fact
grass,
that I
in the
just
mud.
guessed it. I don't know. I think I have a
Yo,
thing
run
for these
the next
little
question.
quizzes.
Run the next question.
Yeah, you have a next question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I asked you guys recently.
Mhm.
Let's see if you
Alright.
guys remember.
Yeah, man, remember.
Alright. What shoe size do each other wear?
What shoe size more, Brandon?
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
Yeah, this is 10 and a half.
What?
You just gave away your shoe size.
Alright, 10 and a half, judges.
Oh, we were 11. 11.
Oh, look like clown.
But you know, we were 10?
No.
9 and a half?
Yeah, 9 and a half.
9 and a half?
Yeah.
Ready, you're walking on nothing. You're walking on nothing. Ready, you could
I
stand
have
on water, you know?
I have the fine feet, you know.
Yeah,
the fine
stand on
feet.
water, bro. But yeah. I remember.
The thing about it though is, a lot of times when I go to buy shoes, they most of the times I don't have the half size, so I end up buying 10, or if I squeeze it, my little toe and my big toe in a 9.
9.
Yeah,
Nah, I think this Crocs is 11. I was told to buy Crocs big.
in Crocs, yeah, I buy a bigger size.
Yeah,
I think that's a
A universal.
Universal
Yeah,
thing.
you're supposed to buy Crocs big.
yeah.
Any more questions?
That's it.
All right, guys. So we have an episode for you. It's called Bad Mind and Malice.
Bad mind and malice.
I noticed that we all know what bad mind is, us as Jamaicans. But let me give you guys a definition for my international viewers out there. So bad mind is a Jamaican term that is normally surrounded by feelings of jealousy, resentment, or spite. So when you would hear somebody say, "Yo, she bad mind me dog," or the man named bad mind, bro, them the one man strive, don't wanna get to use them strive. Want buy my markets and NCB now give me a loan for the markets, cause them
Bad
bad mind.
mind.
Yeah, that's what bad mind. Well, in the market situation, if you don't have the money, NCB now give the loan. But if normally bad mind is from a place of jealousy, person see you with things and they will look at you a certain way and say X and Y about you. Probably say you do other things to get it, and you know, say you work hard. And
So-
malice,
So,
yeah,
as you're about to say malice, I was reading through and malice is actually there's actually a misconception in Jamaica of what malice actually is.
okay.
A lot of persons think that malice is just not speaking to someone or the silent treatment.
yeah.
But
yeah.
in definition, malice is actually the desire to harm someone.
that's true.
And when I saw that, I was like,
yeah.
what?
Because I think malice is the known for the word malicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
known for the word malicious. But you know, you hear on TV them say he killed her with malicious intent.
Intent,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, that's why the word malice comes from. It's a very bad word. It's not a bad word, but the reason to use the word and what we use it for in Jamaica, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And that just shows you that a lot of words we use in Jamaica, we don't know the meaning, or
we don't know the meaning,
we're just
You know,
ignorant to
you-
the fact.
You know, like ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, mama, ignorant dog. Like
Yeah.
ignorant means that you don't know. You're not.
Exactly.
You're not made known of certain things. While I would think ignorant means say him dark, where
Exactly.
you know, as Jamaicans are upset. As Jamaicans, you like to use certain words to kind of describe how we're feeling, but no, that's not how it goes.
But bad mind. I have a story for you. Ready for it?
Sorry, all right,
Yeah.
run it. Hold on.
So I used to go to Campion College, the Campion College, and big up all the Campion College people, them, and the alumni, and all of my friends, them. But anyways, yeah, used to go to Campion College.
I never used to like champions.
It was a nice school.
Never used to.
It was a nice school. I got exposed.
Back then, at the time, champion for me was a very weird school to look at.
Why?
I don't know. At the time, they were like, to me, they were like the elites. So me as a Calabar youth, you see a champion, you're like, yeah man, can't eat food with them money. You can't. Yeah, that's how it was back then. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know, at Campion, a lot of Calabar, Georges, KC, person used to come to the school and just we used to talk to each other and stuff.
The interesting part, I remember when we used to play rugby against each other. Yeah.
That's when. Did I?
Yeah,
we.
each other, yeah.
Yes, I
like,
did meet
I was
you.
like,
at,
I was like,
and that was at Campion.
Yeah, that was at Campion, and that's when I noticed like they're not so bad. But before, it was a rough time dealing with Campion people. But then before, well actually, like decent for deal with. So I guess I changed my mind. But yeah, continue with your story.
Yeah, so I was at Campion. This was about 3rd or 4th form, and I remember I started a little shipping business.
Okay.
Shipping and retail business where I used to bring in some products.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to bring them in for so cheap. I've carried them in from China. I just want to big up my friend Glendon Lewis, JR. He always supported me on these business ventures.
Okay.
Yeah. So we would bring in some products for really cheap and sell them for would hike up the price like 10 times or 15 times the original the original price, and the person that came used to just buy them up fast like hot bread. You see like how persons would sell bridge and all of those stuff.
Yeah,
Man. Used to have my product, man.
You used to sell bridge over Campion?
What you mean? We used to have the
Man,
man
for
that would
ask,
sell
brother.
bridge.
As I said, the elites used to be at Campion, so I have to ask.
Oh man, I'm telling you, Campion is a whole different. It's a whole different ballground right now.
Yeah. I was in high school and they used to sell all sorts of things. Twist donut, bridge, grizzly. When you used to have scramble over Campion?
We used to have the biggest scrambles over Campion.
Why used to scramble? Because we used to scramble
We
like
used to scramble like $5,000 and so forth.
We couldn't afford to scramble it.
It was crazy.
$20, brother. I got into fights over $20.
You know, a person used to get bloody.
Yep.
He used to get bloody. Sorry for the
Brother, our classmate, he jumped on a table and he jumped on a table and I think he landed on his back, and I think there was like a piece of iron that was sticking up. But luckily it was dull, so he landed on his back and he was like, and then everybody was like, yo man, you good? And then move him and carry him to the sick bed and then resume the scramble after that. Yeah, for $20, you know. Yeah. No, they can't be that short. They can't. You scramble for $5,000.
Yeah, because it's $5,000.
But 20 was a lot for us.
No man, $5,000 could have bought me some shepherd's pie and some lasagna.
You see
at the
that
canteen.
now? You see that now? You see that now? All I had was patty and fried chicken.
No man, we have to, as persons who, did so much work, we had to made sure that we were provided for in nutrition. That's just what it is.
All right, finish your story. We get sidetracked a little bit.
Yeah, but anyways, so I was doing so well with my business. I think I made quite a bit of money.
How much you talking?
It was over $50,000 as a student making in 2 weeks.
Back in which economy? 2013?
This was around, I don't want to say the wrong year, but I can't remember the year.
Which farm? You remember which farm it was?
Yeah, man, it was in the 3rd farm, 4th farm.
Oh, alright.
3rd farm, 4th farm.
Yeah, alright, continue.
And I was making some money, and I used to keep the products inside my locker, and they saw that I would be getting new supply and so on, because Jerry used to come at the school and drop off and whatever. And this particular female saw me being an entrepreneurial spirit and so on, and say the girl called the dean upon me. I am not in no way, shape or form I am affecting this girl in any way. I am over here and she's over there, and
How
this
she
girl
look? How she look?
She did brown.
Brown.
She did brown.
She look good.
She did.
She alright.
She did alright.
Man, that's yeah. Continue.
But this girl called the dean upon me, and I knew that she called the dean on me. So what I did, I just cleared out everything,
Oh, from your locker.
and then I talked to my customers and told them, yo, if you say something, it done. It done for no. So I had to just go undercover and start doing my thing. So one of my customers really knew, so I would go to them or they would send me a message or whatever. But you know, I believe that she did really bad mind me, because I wasn't affecting her in any way or form, in any shape or form. Yeah, she really just bad mind me.
Interesting story. I can't remember any stories of me getting bad mind. I don't think I can remember any. I don't think I can remember. I don't think I can remember any. Cause I mean, I didn't sell anything, but my grades in school was okay. So nobody was saying no, because you're bright or it's because teacher the marks off why you get it. I can't remember situations of bad mind or have experience with malice where I give somebody silent treatment. I don't think I can remember any situation. I don't think that far.
To be honest, I have had experiences with malice. I've maliced somebody before.
Oh.
Yeah, I've maliced person before. A lot of persons. But it always doesn't last long, because I'm the type of person who I like to make sure that person are okay. I would say a people pleaser. Well, I used to be a people pleaser, and I couldn't go to my bed knowing that, boy, there's something that I did that affecting you, or you just not pleased with how I am. So I would always try to make up some way, shape, or form, and it would make me so tired and drained at the end of the day, at the end of the week, and it's just not a healthy thing to do. But in terms of persons malicing me, at a point in my life, I had to say that I know that I haven't done anything bad to you, but you're malicing me.
Yeah.
Because of some misconception that you might have about me. I tell you, persons look on me and just malice me.
Just don't want to talk to you.
Don't want to talk to me, or them angry at me. Or they feel to show as the right way of malice is to show to desire to do harm.
It's like that.
Yeah, maybe not like chop off my hand or chop off my leg, but them just have anger towards me that I don't know where it's coming from. And it's just like the story of Joseph. Yeah, that's my brother right there. Joseph. Yeah. So, for persons who don't know, Joseph was Jacob's son, and interesting fact, I was reading and I realized that Jacob is also called Israel.
Yeah, I think his name was changed. His name was changed. I don't remember why it was changed. I just know that his name was changed to Israel after something did go on.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah, so the first story that he told was that his brother's sheaves bowed down to his sheaf. And sheaf in the Bible is the same thing as grain.
Okay.
Yeah, so sheaves is grain. And the brother then said, yo, this guy go on. And then their anger grew against him. And then he had another dream, which it was...
Mr. Joseph told them the dreams?
Yeah, Joseph told them.
And then they just immediately thought...
That one to this brother, him sick in the head.
Oh, alright.
You can imagine two of us are brothers and you tell me, say...
Bow down to you.
Yeah, you go bow down to me one thing like that. Wipe on that,
yeah,
bro. Wipe on that. But anyways, he had another dream. This dream was that the sun, moon, and 11 stars. Now, I'm not so sure why it was a specific number of stars, but I should research that one day.
His brothers.
11 stars.
11
oh.
brothers. 11 brothers. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why it's 11 stars. Yeah.
Okay. His
Yeah, probably his
parents.
parents.
Okay,
Yeah,
the sun and the moon represent his
yeah.
parents. Yeah, that makes sense now. Thank you for that. Yeah, so he told them that that the sun, moon, and the 11 stars would bow down to him one day, and even his father was like, "You're telling me that me, your father, and my wife and the brother is going to bow down to you one day?" And the brothers got angry again, and the anger grew and whatsoever.
When them get dark.
But I realized that it said the father in the NIV version. It said the father had it in mind. So it's not the father got, his anger continued. And remember what we were talking about last week, that you can be angry, but don't let it.
sin. So he was probably thinking about doing something to Joseph.
Like,
So
yeah, he was.
But he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do it. So the Bible said he kept it in mind. But that was crazy. But it really shows me that persons can bad mind it from the things you say, not just the things you do, but the things you say, and you have to be really careful on who you share your plans with.
Yeah. That
Your
makes sense.
plans and your goals. A lot of persons might not be for you and be with you and want to see you grow and prosper.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they want you to stay at the same place for the rest of your life.
You see, the funny thing about you saying that, I've never experienced that. Like, I've never come across people in my life where they have shown that to me. That's what I'm saying. Like this, a lot of this bad mind and stuff. It's either I don't remember, or I never thought that far to care, or I never experienced that from somebody. So sometimes when people tell me these stories, and most times I can't relate.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true, because people tell me stories, I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but in my mind, I can't. I've never experienced it, man.
It's been a lot for me, man. It's been a lot. Throughout my years, I've experienced so much bad mind and malice. At this point, I have a don't care attitude. I'm not so sure if God will change that or so forth, but I have an attitude where you don't like me? Alright, that's fine, that's good. Keep it up.
Yeah. Because I mean, what you have to lose? You can't. Not everybody in the world is going to like you. I mean, your work, you do your work, you do your own thing, and especially if you're a Christian, from our Christians out there listening, especially if you're a Christian, not everybody's going to like what you do, and they're going to bad mind because they may see you excelling in life, and then they're still at the same place and like you're watching everybody near the boss and those things, but you're collecting wisdom from the boss.
Yeah.
And then my seats are different when the boss probably give you something here and there, and person won't feel away. You get a job and they're like, yeah man, no, you get your job, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Brendan, a lot of the times you'll be excelling and making a move towards your goals and your future, and persons see you driving say you used to drive one Vitz, and then now you drive a Range Rover.
Dangerous.
Right. What's your favorite car, by the way?
My favorite car is, I like the Hilux, but the way how the suspension move on the road these days, I rather take like a Ford Raptor or something. I want to sit down on the road and go around the corner them with speed. So yeah, probably the Raptor.
My dream vehicle is
I think it's a Jeep.
A Jeep.
Which one of them again?
A Gladiator.
Oh, the Gladiator.
Yeah.
The high rise.
Yeah, the one with
High-rise.
6 wheels.
Oh yeah, that one.
That
yeah.
one.
The suspension does go crazy.
Yeah, we reached there in time, man. Slowly but surely.
Have to, you know.
Yeah.
Have to.
By the hook or the crook.
Come on, dig out the South Coast on that. Yeah, man.
Anyways, yeah, so persons will see you get this new vehicle, and you've worked so hard your entire life. You start from nothing. There are days when, you feel so discouraged and you feel like, you not even want to go work, you don't want to talk to nobody, but you still go out and do your best. And even sometimes when you do your best, you still do something. And person seeing this new vehicle and they don't know the story behind the success. They don't know the story behind the success. They don't know how many sleepless nights you've had, and in Jamaica there's a bad mind culture. I really feel like there's a bad mind culture, and we're in our prayers. We have to pray that there's a transformation and a renewing of our minds. Yeah, the person in Jamaica, we need to renew our minds. We need to change our ways.
You change your mindset towards certain things. Because I mean, Jamaica is not a bed of roses. It's not always the best place to do things. But you have persons there who work hard, and they reap their benefits. They reap their rewards.
Yeah.
You know, and you have the persons who don't it's normally, from what I've seen, it's the persons who don't go for it. That they're the ones that they're a bit upset.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you have this, I have that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's normally those persons.
Brandon, I've seen persons where I've tried to help, and I will learn something new, and I'll try to help them. You know, yo, you could do this, you know, and you could help you to build yourself up and so forth. And they just don't take the help. They don't have any interest in it. And you see when you do it now, and then you master whatever it is and come out on top, they are like, yo, you reach right there so fast, or you know, I don't understand why me can't do this. But you're like, I literally gave you the helping hand, and you rejected me.
So like a personal experience.
Yeah, you literally rejected me.
Yeah. It's like that. But you have anything else you want to say about?
No man, that's it for now.
So we have a few scriptures here and a few points for you guys to take home. Christian or not, these can help you to change your mindset, and also to align as a Christian to further apply these scriptures to your life. So you have Proverbs 14 verse 30 NIV. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Another one, 1 Peter 2 verse 1 NIV. Therefore rid yourselves of all malice and all deceit, hypocrisy, envy, and slander of every kind. Now, from our Christian viewers and also from non-Christian viewers, holding on to jealousy and resentment can separate us from God's love, block blessings. It's a weight on the spirit that can hinder spiritual growth. Now, it's in the Bible, it's Jesus has stated to different persons that if you have something against your brother, you need to sort that out first before you come to the altar.
Yeah,
you know, that's very important. And
can I interject?
Yeah.
Because I've had instances where I've had to play the drums, and I know that there is a situation that needs to be sorted out, and I'm telling you, I cannot focus. I cannot focus. So it's really important that verse is real. It's a real thing. You need to go and sort it out with the brother and then come back.
Yeah, and come back. Yeah, because it will. Those things can affect you. So we have the verse to help with that is Ephesians 4 verse 31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling, and slander, along with every form of malice.
Ill intent.
Yes. As we stated before, malice means to enact harm unto someone. It is the noun for the adjective malicious. Alright, if you guys have forgotten. Now, with bad mind and malice, a lot of the times we would bad mind persons who we've seen from a distance or persons who we know. And this can affect your relationship with people, where a lot of people are two-faced. As Kevin expressed that, you have persons out there, you think they're wishing you good, but they're not. You know, a lot of persons, they might be two-faced, they might say one thing and do something else. It seems weird, and you can't believe like this. I can't believe you've done this. You know, you have that moment, and you just can't believe, right? But in those moments, as Christians and as non-Christians, it's very important that when the Bible says, do not conform to the world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. This also comes as well, when it comes down to jealousy, envy, resentment. It's very important that these things do not occupy in your brain. So if you have that one girl that does praise and worship every Sunday, Sunday after Sunday, and you're like, why does she have to be up there every Sunday? Cause she sing good? Probably. You can't sing. Go learn to sing. And then she can use assistance on the stage.
Yeah.
You know? So let's not try to look at other person and say, oh, how them so good, and you put yourself, you belittle yourself in a situation. No. You have to look at that person and look where you can help. Bad mind is not the way. It's never the way.
And as you said that about church, you need to help. You see, you can't bad mind persons, you know. You really can't bad mind persons, because I say you don't know how they got there. Sometimes God himself put them there, and you can imagine God himself put somebody there, and you are trying to move them. I've seen instances where God himself has put persons in positions, and whoever is trying to move them, they went right back down the ladder. It's like they lost everything that they have. Yeah. So there's a verse that says, "Don't trouble the God's anointing." Something of that sort.
Yeah, don't
Like,
touch the Lord's anointing.
Don't
Was that with
touch
Samuel?
not the Lord's anointing. Yeah.
So bad mind it's not the way. But there's a verse that can help to assist with the effects of bad mind and malice on the relationship. It says here, James 3:14-16. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder and evil practice. James said it right there. You know, some of you guys have some soul searching to do.
Yeah.
Alright? Some of you guys have some repenting to do, but it's fine. We're here to keep you guys on the path. So,
Oh yeah, I want to say that even after you realize that somebody bad minded or have done you wrong, you have to really make up your mind that you're going to choose to do the right thing. You're going to choose not to be vindictive or get back at them, because maybe you're in a higher position now. And it's same thing like the story of Joseph, when Joseph went to Potiphar's house and got promoted. When his brothers came back from Canaan to Egypt.
I remember when I read that year.
Yeah.
I read that last year, and I was like,
You look at that. You see, they don't have any food now, and them come back now, and then buck up on Joseph. You could just imagine how them feel like. They must say, "Yo, brother, Joseph that."
Bro, Joseph completely dripped out in a world.
Yeah.
Running water. Yeah, they didn't. But Brother, Joseph was dripped out in everything, brother. He's just there like, yo, who's you?
And say,
like,
go on.
Yo, it's your brother. Remember when I throw you in the pit? Yeah, it's me. And Joseph's like,
It's me.
Joseph, I see you, but you're looking small. Brother, Joseph, I don't know how Joseph would have thought about it, but if it was me, I guess my first reaction would be like, I see you, but man, come here.
I think
I don't know what I feel about that.
maybe before I turn to Christian, maybe what I say. Come guys, whip them.
Yeah, cause Joseph could have Joseph could have with the power
He could have done.
Joseph had,
Yeah, he could have done so many
He
things.
could have called all the chariots and just say, "Yo, gang them up."
Yeah. You know, everybody's not perfect. You know, we always have our little itches and but yeah. But in essence, though, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, he chose not to do the equal thing. Of what they did to him, because I think it was Reuben had to say to the other brothers, "Yo, let's not kill him," because they wanted to kill him, you know. They wanted to kill him at first. And Reuben said, "Yo, let's not kill him, because he wasn't for it. So let's just throw him in the pit, and then
I think they would come back and I think they're supposed to see him, but then he was
Yeah,
gone.
something like that.
Yeah.
So, but Ruben was going.
Yeah.
You see, when he said, "Come, let's put him in the pit," or I think it was I don't remember the C word, but he was actually going to come back and carry him back to the back to Jacob,
Okay.
and save him. Yeah,
Oh, so Ruben was looking out for him. Then?
yeah. Ruben was looking out for him. That's what I heard.
He was the eldest. Oh,
Yeah.
Ruben was probably 11 brothers.
But I looked on that and I said to myself that, God really provides some persons that have you back, put some persons in some places. Because if he didn't say that, they would have just killed him same time.
Probably kill Joseph.
Yeah,
Probably kill him.
because you can imagine so many of them there and all of them angry and furious. Because remember that when he went to look for them in the field, they already plan up so they might kill him. Them already plan up. So he was just walking into a trap. But bad mind is one hell of a thing, man. One hell of a thing.
So now that you guys have been giving experiences and different points on bad mind and why it's bad, and malice, why it's bad. The question I would like to pose to you guys is, do you pick up where you left off? Now, I'll explain what I mean. So, you've experienced a situation of bad mind or of malice from somebody close to you, and do you pick up where you left off with that person? Now, what we're talking about here is it's a word starts with F. That's forgiveness. Right? This is where, and Christian or non-Christian, this is something that both sides have to exercise on a daily basis, right? So do you pick up where you left off with the persons that have expressed bad mind towards you? Bad mind, have said, you say no? It's true. So someone in here said that they said no, and that's fine. In most situations, sometimes it's best you leave it, you end it there. You don't pick up based on the situation, right? If you do try to pick up where you left off, there's only so much you can do, and probably the person may never want to speak to you again. Maybe they've said how they felt, and that's how they really feel. And maybe you have to end it there. But in hindsight, we want you guys to exercise a heart of forgiveness. I know it's not easy, but it has to be done.
Yeah, I have a verse for you.
Have a verse?
Yeah, I have a verse for you, man. It
Right.
is
Right.
Matthew 5 verse 14.
Yeah.
You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds,
Yeah.
and glorify your Father in heaven. You can forgive persons and
Yeah, and even
turn around and walk away.
yeah, because as I said, not every situation can be picked. You can't pick up where you left off. As I said, we both go through different things on a daily basis, different experiences, but it's very important you guys exercise a heart of forgiveness.
And sometimes the enemy sends persons as a distraction. So you see, you trying to pick up where you left off is you fighting a battle you cannot win. Not
That's-
every battle you cannot win.
Yeah, that's
And
also
most
true, yeah.
importantly, Brandon, you need to be fighting the battles that are going to lead you towards your destiny. Just like what David did when he went to his brothers, and his brother said, "Yo, look on the little boy who tends sheep. What you can do? You can no look on him or him fenke. Yeah, fenke. How much time we hear the word that?" And David could have stayed there and give them peace of mind or do something,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
instead, him choose for go fight Goliath. That was the battle he was intended to fight that led and propelled him into his destiny. You don't have to be fighting everybody or trying to prove a point. You really don't have to be doing that.
Yeah.
You just have to forgive and move on.
Now that you guys have heard the different experiences
And stories.
from Kevin and how I would advise that you guys operate in these situations with the scriptures to back it up as well, We pray that as Christians, you apply these to your daily life and you apply these to your mind as well, so you know what to do in these different experiences. And as some persons did say, sometimes you don't pick up where you left off, and sometimes you can, but if you're going to, be very careful and understand when the time it is not to do so. If you are not a Christian, you can still apply these topics and these scriptures to your life as well, but there's only one thing missing: Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. Find him today. Alright?
So this is, the end of our another podcast by this Grace Space, and
Yeah. Thank you guys for supporting us. Remember to tune in every Tuesday, 5 p.m. EST. Thank you guys all for watching. Remember to like,
share,
comment,
and turn on your post notifications.
and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let all your friends know. Alright? Let everybody know, even the aunts, let them know.
Yeah, man.
They go very far. Let everybody know. Thank you guys all for watching. Goodbye.
All right, I'm gonna ask.
No, Kevin can keep the process.
Swallow me.
Guys, this is the rest of this Grace Space. Done now.
Hello.
Yeah. They all,
At the screen.
yeah, this is them. They all have good hair, by the way, so
That's good enough for
the right ones, They
We
pick
need
the
to
job
put it
done.
right there so where we can.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I say grace, you say space. Grace,
Space.
grace,
Space.
grace.
Space.
Which grace space?
This Grace Space.
Which grace space?
This Grace Space.
Oh, which grace space?
This Grace Space.